All right, Minister of Fun back online. Let's get into this gold, this silver, precious metals. Okay, the lowest point silver has been in this country was back in the 1930s, 25 cents an ounce. Was your family here in the 1930s? I'm pretty sure they were. Did they grab silver while it was very, very inexpensive? I'm pretty sure they didn't. What about gold? 1930s was as low as $20 for an ounce of gold, which by 2011 reached 2,000. Today, February the 3rd, 2024, gold right now is sitting between 2,030 to $2,079 on any given minute. But it was $20 back then. Did they get some of that? No. But had they done that, we wouldn't be, for the most of us, in the position we are today, struggling financially, running around with currencies, acting like they're money. Gold and silver is money, been here longer than any man, including Adam and Eve, and it's still money today. All these other things have been made up along the way and they keep changing. Get back to who invited you here. We're not making any income claims. We're not financial advisors. This is what we're doing for us and our family because we've learned, we've educated ourselves. And now it's your turn if you haven't already. Please look at the charts on the screen. This is silver. Wouldn't you like to have a bunch of silver going higher at 25 cents into a dollar and so on if our family just kept accumulating it? Look at gold going up and up and up, and it's going to go a lot higher because the world is in big trouble financially yet again. Wouldn't you like to have that already in your family and picking up you've learned it and now you're just adding to that? Well, we'll show you here in a minute why it would have been a good idea to have a lot of gold and silver as opposed to dollars, which do not go up, do not hold their value. They only go down. So in case you thought, he don't know what he's talking about, well, let's look at history. It's right there in front of us now. A dollar in the early 1900s could have bought 26 Hershey bars, 10 rolls of toilet paper, $1, 10 bottles of beer, ew, 20 bottles of Coca-Cola, 10 bags of pretzels, one drive-through movie ticket, 17 oranges, 2 boxes of crayons. Some of us on here, you're watching this, someone cared enough to remind you. You old enough, you remember these times. 2 boxes of crayons, 4 grapefruits, 2 lemons, 1 McDonald's coffee. Do y'all see this? This is over time. Notice the amount is getting lower and lower. Look at that. Up here, you can see the catastrophes that have taken place that have done nothing but drive the dollar down as far as what it can actually buy. This is how you know that your dollar is not going up. Never has, never will. All it does is go down because it's a currency. It's not money. It says over here, you get a cup of McDonald's coffee. Really? Which size? Because if you're talking about medium, that's $1.50. A large is $2.50. Iced coffee is $1.75 to $2.25 for one. And if it's a specialty coffee drink, $2.50 to $4. You can't even get it unless it's a small. I don't know anybody who drinks coffee and actually drinks a small. I don't touch the stuff, but that's just me. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts. The charts tell you. You saw the other two charts going up. The dollar is only going down. The pound, the yen, the euro. Go look at them. They're all a currency. They do not hold value. So let's introduce you to at-cost metals. What if you could go and get your metals at the actual cost that the company is getting them? Wouldn't that be a godsend? So here's even more proof. Before we go take a look, just to lay this foundation nice and strong so you don't have any way to say, if you were saying, you can stop that before you be like, with what they're doing out here with the financial situation, guys. Look around you. Fed Now, go look it up. CBDCs, go look it up. What the governments and banks and stuff are doing that most people have no clue, we're opening your eyes to that. You should be thanking the person that sent you this information. This is just in 5 years. 5 years ago, our family took $2,200 and grabbed some gold. We didn't get any silver. We're definitely going to fix that here with the at-cost metals opportunity once that kicks off. 2,200. 5 years. If this was sitting in a safe or in a bank or somewhere, $2,200, look at what the buying power is. It didn't go up, it went down. 5 years later, $2,200 sitting in a safe or in a drawer or at the bank is now able to buy, like we showed you with the other stuff, $1,758.01 worth of value. That is not up. Down here, 2018, 2,200, inflation, 19. Look at that. See, it takes more to do the same. This is not it going up. This means you have to have more of it to do that, the same thing. Look at the next year and the following year and the following year and $668 more dollars to do what that used to do just 5 years earlier. Wait a minute, it gets worse. $1 in 2018 to further illustrate, $1.21, 2023. $5, $6.06. More dollars to do the same thing back here. This really starts getting into when people 401ks and savings accounts and emergency fund. Let's take a look at that. $5,000. Now it takes 6,000 plus. 10 grand, 12,000, 50 grand, 60K to do the same thing. 5 years later, 100,000, 121K. $500,000, 600,000. $1 million. If somebody saved $1 million over the last 5 years only, I ain't talking about all the way back, just 5 years. Today, they would need 1.2 million to do the exact same thing. My opinion, not financial advice. Get back with who cared enough about you to send this to you so we can all wake up together and move forward for the children's children that are coming behind us. Just my opinion, as factual as it is. Now, I'm not even going to read this. I'm not going to put my words to this. I'm going to move the slides, pause them. On every slide, you gather your own information. You do your due diligence beyond this presentation, and then get back to who invited you. Get their link, get started, in my opinion, yesterday. Just pause the slides as it moves along. Pause these slides and read every detail. I'm just a facilitator here, sharing the information and the knowledge. So get back to who shared this with you. Think about it. Getting gold and silver at cost. You and your family accelerating your wealth, putting a foundational element of metals into your portfolio at cost. No matter what avenue you have, at cost. Let that ring through. You can get started with one of the memberships, just like you have a membership at Sam's or anywhere else, and it gives you the ability to get your metals at cost. And then share with as many people as you think would want to know about this. Minister of Fun, I'm out.